Hello everybody, welcome back to Captain's Ready Room. Captain 6K77 here with you. Started working on the DS9 model. This is a clear edition of it. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. Got these two parts off the sprue. There wasn't really any real sprue, there was just a little bit of flashing here on the side. Took care of that and cleared it up. As I got into the model, I just couldn't believe a couple of things. The first is this little thing here. I haven't pulled this out of plastic yet, but here's your Defiant, and of course here's the, compared to the center of the station of the model, this Defiant is really small. But what really struck me, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell or not, right in here, let's see if we can get the camera to focus in a little bit. See if it'll be easier over here. We have the runabout, which is that little piece right there, which is really tiny, and there's a couple of them in the kit, it looks like, and I'm looking at those, and I think that's another part of it over there, but that's the runabouts that come with it too, which I didn't know were in here until I started looking at the directions. So anyway, the plan right now is to wash up these parts, get some primer on them. As I've stated before in some of my previous video that I posted, I don't really have the resources to light, so I'm gonna kind of play this by ear. I really want to build this station. Right now my goal is to practice building, and so I'm gonna wash these parts up and I'm gonna paint them, and I'm probably gonna paint on windows or something like that, or I think there might be decals in here that are the windows, I'm not sure yet. But my goal is to practice building and continue to do that and get better at it before I start buying stuff for lighting, because I just don't have the stuff right now. So another thing to note, I don't know if it's easy to tell or not, you can see maybe the part themselves, it's not real symmetrical, it doesn't really line up, a little bit off center. I'm not sure if it's easy to tell or how to really do that well, but you can see it doesn't sit very flat. There's a little bit of give, so I'm gonna, when I did a test fit on these, they didn't go together so well. So when I finally glue it down, I'm gonna have to clamp it pretty good. So okay, we'll give you some more updates shortly. Okay, we're back, and I've washed these parts off. I've let them dry very good, and I shot some primer on them. As you can see, they've got a lot more of the detail pulled out on them, so which is really cool compared to how they were. You can take a look at this. My plan now is to let this dry some more. Have some pretty good primer. I don't think it's high build, but it's this stuff here. I've used this on a few models now, and I really like it. I've actually got it at Tractor Supply store, and it's really pretty good. It's worked out for me. I might have to do another quick shot once I clean up the seams and that kind of thing. Now what I won't do is paint this right away with the coppery color that I want to put on this, because it's I first got to basically glue it together and check the seams between the two parts, and and seal them off. And like I said, I might do another coat of primer if I have to do, especially if I have to do a lot of sanding, and then I'll put a final paint on this sub-assembly, maybe, depending on where I'm headed with the directions. The other thing I did to speed up drying, I learned this from Trekworks. I got one of these. Probably the most expensive piece of modeling thing I have is this heat gun. It was fairly inexpensive. I think it was about $15 or $20. I found it at Lowe's. It's on sale. It's only got two adjustments, high and low and off. Basically, I use low when I'm drying things. And I give it a nice even sweep, not too fast, not too slow. Give it some distance over. So it dries it pretty quick, and it's pretty good. So we'll take a look at what we're going to do next here in a minute and see where we're at. Okay. Okay. Here's what we'll be looking at next. The next sub-assembly is to begin work on the core, so I pulled a couple of the sprue off, and this is what I'll be starting to kind of trim off the sprue and file down. And again, I'll wash these parts, let them dry very good, then I'll coat them down in primer, very similar to what I did with the other two pieces that I showed a little bit ago. And there's also, I think, a red piece, a red clear piece I'm going to pull out of another package and put that in there, and then we'll get this kind of built and put together, and we'll have this all set and ready to go. So when I have some time, I'll film some of that or part of it, or just a little update or whatever, and update folks on where I'm at. So anyway, thanks for all the comments I've gotten so far, and all the likes and the subscribers that are coming. It's pretty cool to be doing this and sharing some of my work. Like I said, I'm a big amateur. Very basic, very simple. Don't have a lot of things that's going on here, and in terms of lighting and all that, just kind of build them out of the box right now, learning to do it well, and borrowing some of the tips that I've learned on YouTube and watching some of the other guys, and I'm willing to share it here, and go from there. Okay, thanks a lot, and until next time, check out sci-fi model action.com. It's a great forum, and we'll see you soon.